ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw. I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin. Floor, screen lights glow. Chart like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing. NQ on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, our rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw. I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin. Floor, screen lights glow. Chart like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing. NQ on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, our rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw. I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin. Yeehaw. hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw! I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Stars look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin. Floor, screen lights glow. Jar like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing. And Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, our rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw! I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Stars look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin. Floor, screen lights glow. Jar like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing. And Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, our rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw! I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Stars look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin. Floor, screen lights glow. Jar like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing. And Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, our rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the tack room. What is up, guys? Missed some comments a while ago. Let me get to those. Man, nice drop right there, right? I was downstairs, was watching H-Town's chart. Man, that thing just kept dropping. Nice bear flag, which kind of got you worried a little bit. And then boom, played out again. Hit this 200 area. Another nice little bear flag. Let's go. Hitting levels early January, December, hourly chart. Won't take much to get 26.3, 26.5 next level. I like that. Good morning, good afternoon. I have a 1 year worth of hourly chart MNQ. Our top of this 26,800 end of October. Above this level, that is no man's land. Yeah, it's hard to look back. It's kind of crazy when it's going up and it's been so long, or if it's going down and it's been so long, it's hard to look back and find those levels for sure. Iron Gaming, what's up, my friend? I hope you're doing better now. Guitar Guy, good afternoon. H-Town, howdy, howdy, howdy. Asian session was great. I saw that in another chat, Pam. I couldn't get a word in edgewise, but congratulations. One great gold short, 3 MNQ trades. Combined MNQs were 100 points. Awesome. I'm drawing the fib retracements on MNQ now for the New York session. Let's go, guys. Got some great people in the chat. Thanks for everybody being here. Let's rock and roll a little bit. Let's rock and roll. Maybe we can get H-Town up here in a little bit if he's not busy. Try to test out some of our new microphones we got for him. It just keeps dumping. There's over 100 points. So on the 5 minute, that's right around the 50. Man, we just blew right through that pivot point at 140s.
Coffee on, screen glowing blue. Alarm rang twice, beat the market too. Yellow legal pad full of scribble lines. Got a rule for the risk and a rule for the grind. Ain't chasing tickers like a rodeo clown. I mark my level, then I stand my ground. Plan a trade, trade the plan.
Got a little bounce right there. Want to see a surpass 50% retracement before interested in any longs. I agree with that. I mean, we should have been short at the 200s for sure. 230s and then 200s. So I'm kind of wondering if this 150 area, 160 area is the next one. Five-minute closes in 30 seconds. It looks a little bit better of a bounce. We'll see how it goes. There's it, back above that 145 pivot point.
Preacher hands like a Texas day trade. Plan a trade, trade the plan. That's my Bible in my hand. Discipline's the only thrill I trust. That's all. Consistency beats the.
See if this is gonna play out to be a little bear flag or what we're doing here.
singing risk and truth.
I want to get trapped right here. I'm going to give it a little bit of time, guys. Make sure this isn't an inversion to keep coming back up. Clearly, if it breaks below this 132, but I don't want it to bounce right here. That was the play. That was the play. So are you kind of looking for this 115, 110 area, Pamela? Kind of a retracement through it, kind of? Back, I had a power flicker. It knocked me off. Oh, dang it. I know I got one of the guys was trying to help me yesterday, and he went to check the breakers. Well, instead of him checking which one was flipped off, he just flipped them all off. So half of my stuff was off this morning. Looking for retracement around the 60 to 40 area for so long. That's around the 76.4.
Push through the lows, break through these EMAs. Take me lower with those bulls today. Push those candles down. Some on NQ, let's go now. Let's ride it all the way to the bottom. Break that VWAP on down, on down, on down. Push those candles down. Red wave running through this town. Just around, let's ride it all the way to the bottom. Break that VWAP. Come on down, come on down, come on down.
Each town says, come on, 111. I mean, I kind of like the 75, 80 area, maybe. So is your 61.8, Pamela, is it around that 84, 85-ish? I'm guessing. If your other ones down there at that 640 to 60. White House Levitt briefing right now. That's a game changer. There's the 110, 111, H-Town. Get out. Get out, H-Town. Nice. 142 to 111. Congrats. Put that over there, then we'll turn everything down in a minute if we need to. 90 if we lose the 21 EMA on the 15. And that was a pretty decent bounce. I was going to try to attack it at the 80s maybe. But yeah, let's see if this 9 and stuff hold up. Definitely wanted to reject off that 200 where the 21 is on the 1 minute. Yeah, for sure. Worked out 3 times, H-Town. I mean, all the way from the top. Got a drop, bear flag drop. Number 2 bear flag drop. Number 3 bear flag drop. Little pump. Another drop. 4 bear flag.
Sun just climbing past the barn roof line. Ticker rolling like a freight train past, but I'm just watching, giving it time. Call mine, fast market. That's the deal I made with you. I don't chase, I don't panic, just do what I came here to do. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup, like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be to master yourself, then master the NQ. Used to white knuckle every red line, heart on fire with every little tick. Now I breathe like I'm out on the back porch swing. Let the fear fade slow, let the noise run thin. Calm hands on the mouse now, just a plan and a time of day. If it comes around. If it don't, I still walk away. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup, like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader
Chase us this 4 port short when he or she starts talking. I think that's why we're getting the short right now.
Sun comes up on the tick chart glow. Coffee in a thermos, boots on the floor. Zero dawn nodding in that busted old hat says, boy, this open's what we came here for. Trading cowboy laughs ain't my first rodeo. Gronky tonk man's humming low at the bar. Guitar guy, Yusef picks a dealing tune while Charles drives charts like a dusty old car. We're trader riding NASDAQ together in this wild screen rodeo. Marco's got that R&B weather, new jack swing in his soul. Terminator calls, here comes the good news through the chop, we don't let go. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow. Driving obsession taps his ring on the desk. Says one more pull back, then I'm done. Marco singing sweet like a backroom
Book map has a lot of contracts being held up at 26,100. Doesn't mean it won't be a rug pull when Levitt starts talking.
back poach breeze. Bad ticks bite like a barbed wire fence. We tip our hats to the ones still holding every law.
I see that. And I mean, especially if we're just having to get this little retrace. I mean, honestly, if we can wick this 165 and pull back down, I may try. I want to make sure this isn't a good V recovery like before, but we got what, 252. We got a 150 point pullback. So we're either going to get like a 40 point, 50 point push back up. We're getting 60 points right here in a drop. I want to try it right there, but nice 60 point bounce. If this pops to the 50, I'll probably try a little short here. I'll try to get it turned over if I have. I don't even know if I have this one on. Maybe I do. Let's see how it acts right here.
We're gathered here, my friends, to lay one dream to rest. To shine a screen of wild ideas. I tried to do my best. Click that buy, then clicked it twice. Thought I'd ride it to the sky. But that
We'll see if we get any pullback at all now.
said goodbye. So
I got the right one on. There we go.
from my blown up futures account, it went fast. On a tiny little price amount.
Oh, I know it, Pam. I know it. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't do it.
Use code Cowboy for your discount on a brand new account. Laid some flowers on the chart, 30 contracts deep. Stop was just a suggestion while I chase that losing
taking her time about getting up here, isn't she?
Push through the lowest, break through these EMAs. Take me lower, whip those bulls today. Push those candles down, I'm on NQ, let's go now. Let's ride it all the way to the bottom, break that VWAP, come on down. Push those candles down, railway running through this town.
All right, if we pop back over this high, I'll get out. Kind of making a little bull flag.
Come on down, come on down.
Let's see what happens.
Let's go, let's ride. Coffee on, screen is glowing, sun comes up, numbers going, little green flicker on the side, got that itch for one more ride. Push those candles, push your NASDAQ, stack it higher, never look back, let's go, let's ride. Yeah, push those candles, chase that sky, click that ticker, watch it fly, let's go, let's ride. Heart beats fast, chart keeps climbing, every tick feels like timing. Good says home, but my hands say bye. Another breakout coming by. Push those candles, push it NASDAQ, stack it higher, never look back. Let's go, let's ride. Yeah, push those candles, chase that sky, click that ticker, watch it fly. Let's go, let's ride. Coffee cup, ring on a legal pad. Sun just climbing past the barn roof line. Tickers rolling like a freight train past. But I'm just watching, giving it time. Call mine, fast market. That's a deal I made with you. I don't chase, I don't panic. Just do what I came here to do. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup. Like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries. Like
It almost worked, cat. Almost worked.
can't rush. The chart is neutral. The trader must be too. Master yourself. Then master the NQ.
We get that push over, I'll just turn right around.
Heart on fire with every little tick. Now I breathe like I'm out on the back porch swing. Let the fear fade slow. Let the noise run thin. Calm hands on the mouse now. Just a plan and a time of day. If it comes around. If it don't, I still walk away. Detach from the outcome. Focus on the setup. Like planting rows and trusting rain will come.
All right, we flip-flopped right here. See if this bull flag plays out. Kind of don't believe in it.
Chart is neutral. The trader
Stop will be at the 160.
master yourself. Then master the NQ. Some folks want the glory
Should have stayed.
before they learn the ground. I just read my story and every tick up, every pull back down. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup. Like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be too. Master yourself, then master the NQ. Coffee gone cold on a dead slam globe. Boots on the floor, but I don't leave home. Watching that open like a rodeo gate. Every tick bucking like it's sealing my fate. Got scars on the summers, a rally ran wild. Bears at the door, bulls acting like a child. They call me crazy, but I call it art and cute. Not for the faint of heart.
Paint drying again. Paint drying.
In the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang.
Still like the short. The only reason I turned it back around is we got above that little bull flag. Our EMAs are not crossed. They're all pointing up. We had that wick down to take out a few stops.
Mama says, son, that ain't real land, but I'm staking out lines on a 5-minute span. Green, red candles like a ballroom fight. I'm calm as a preacher on a Saturday night. Got a stop like a holster tied at my side. Wrist small, aim tall, at the wrist alright. If it hits my level, I play my part in cue. Not for the faint of heart. Fearless in the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I settle that storm and I yank on the reins.
I can see my beautiful face again. I'm done eating.
Am I wait in the weeds till the price comes to me? One shot, infinite possibilities. As country as it gets for a cowboy like me. Maybe it's luck, maybe it's skill, maybe it's just stubborn will. But I'll be here till the closing bells dawn. Not for the faint of heart. Fearless in the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I settle that storm and I yank on the
A little break above. Little action. Anybody that likes 10 points could take one off right there.
infinite possibilities. Core country in this day trader sea.
Stops are at break even. If this comes back down, I just went out of the trap, I think.
Sun up glow on a ticker screen. Coffee gone cold, ice still keen. Charts lined up like a cattle drive. I wrote that move, make the numbers fly. Red turns green in a blank, blank, blank. Heartbeats count down, don't even think. Fast hands dance on a worn-out mouse. This little desk is my glass-walled house. Ride the NASDAQ, hanging on tight. Master the momentum, lightning in the night. Sharp my swing where the wild winds blow. Turning all that whiplash into
All right, we're flat. Flat chat.
under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos. Yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls. Stop loss set like a safety rail. Big risk grin, I don't fear the fail. Storm blows in from the afternoon. I hear that bell, gotta move real soon. Tick by tick, feel the old world fade. New frontier in the moves I made. Desk lamp glow, midnight
I know it, Pamela, man. I mean, I guess her makeup takes a while to put on. I don't know.
Some boys chase dust on an open plane. I chase that spike in a driving rain. Different saddle, same worn boots. I gamble my time on tomorrow's route. Oh yeah, ride the Nasdaq, hanging on tight. Master the momentum, lightning in the night. Sharp mind swing where the wild winds blow. Turning all the whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos, yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls. That's how this cowboy rolls.
There she comes. Let's get see if we can get some sound out of that.
Boots on the disc.
Phoenix, Arizona, to deliver remarks at a Turning Point USA event at Dream City Church. And I'm really honored to be standing here today on Tax Day with two esteemed members of the President's Cabinet and his excellent economic team, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Small Business Administrator Kelly Leffler. As we have seen this tax season, President Trump's working families' tax cuts have put a historic amount of money back into the pockets of the American people this year. On the campaign trail in 2024, President Trump looked voters in the eye and promised them he would sign the largest tax cuts in the history of our country. And on Independence Day last year, President Trump and congressional Republicans delivered, passing the largest tax cut in history for working and middle-class Americans, including no tax on tips, overtime, and Social Security. They also passed unprecedented tax relief for small businesses, farmers, workers, and families. With Tax Day officially here, the numbers prove these tax cuts have been nothing short of extraordinary. More than 53 million filers claimed at least one of President Trump's signature new tax cuts. The average refund this filing season is more than $3,400. The Trump administration has issued more refunds and larger refunds than in any year of the history of our country. And I will allow Secretary Bessent to break down the numbers in greater detail. President Trump and Republicans in Congress have always believed that the American people know how to spend their money better than the government does. But what the American people must not forget is that every single Democrat in Congress voted against these tax refunds. The media has largely omitted this fact and other critical details in their stories covering the benefits of the Trump tax cuts. If the Democrats in Congress had gotten their way and blocked President Trump's historic legislation, Americans would have faced the largest tax hike in history, nearly $4 trillion. The average taxpayer would have seen a 22% increase in their tax rates. Democrats in Congress have proven over and over again that they are the affordability frauds who believe the government should keep more of the American people's hard-earned money. This president and Republicans in Congress fundamentally believe that Americans deserve to keep more of their hard-earned paychecks. It's a clear contrast for American families to keep in mind. So with that, I will turn it over to our great Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, and then he will turn it over to Kelly. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Caroline. I'm here to tell you that it has been a fantastic tax season. It has gone smoothly. It has gone efficiently from the point of view of the IRS, but most importantly, it's been a great tax season for the American people. Thanks to promises made, promises kept, through the working families tax cuts.
What's up, Driving Obsession? It's been pretty good so far.
Record refunds to the American people. More than 45% of the filers
Kind of slow, kind of boring, but
that we have seen
I'm not down
have
anything.
had at least one of the 4 president's signature policies: no tax and tips, no tax and overtime, the deductions for our great seniors, and the deductibility of interest on auto loans for American-made cars. And I will tell you that one of those that Americans have taken is no tax and overtime. And it's the American way. If you want to work longer hours, you get to keep more of your money. And
Yeah, I mean, I traded two fundeds early on, did pretty good on them. Got
I want to encourage everyone out there
580
watching
on
today
one and
to change their
and
withholding
610 on the other
if
one.
they haven't already
So
done so. Because if you change your
just been
withholding,
playing some
then
micros
you
on the
will
market
get an
here with
automatic
Greg this morning,
real
and then
wage
just kept
increase,
them here
be it on a
now. So
weekly or a monthly basis, and you will be
just
able
trying to
keep
see what
more
the
of
White
your
House
money
is saying right
this
now.
calendar
So
year. So with that, we have also seen
kind of
with
considering the
Trump
day
accounts,
good unless we
have
get a
had
good trade
5
or
million families file for Trump accounts.
I got a
for
couple
their children.
evals I'm working on.
1.2 million of those are eligible for the $1,000 seed bonus. So we look forward to that picking up more and more. For those of you who haven't done it, it's easy to remember, Form 4547. You can do it while you're filing your taxes. You can do it at any point during the year. We think this is going to be transformational in terms of financial literacy. This is Financial Literacy Month, and at Treasury and all over the administration, we are working with the American people, with American families, not only to give them more of their money, but to show them how to invest it in a safe, smart, and sound way. So with that, I will turn it over to Kelly.
Great. Thank you, Scott, and good afternoon, everyone. Excited to be here on Tax Day, important day for small business because small business and their employees have real relief thanks to President Trump's working family tax cuts. As Administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration, it is my great honor to serve our great President as the cabinet-level voice for America's 36 million small businesses. President Trump is right. Small business is big business. Indeed, they are a massive economic engine that creates 2/3 of all new jobs. They represent 99% of all businesses, and they drive about half of our GDP. The working family tax cuts are putting money back into the pockets of the hardest working Americans. That's why small business and their employees are benefiting the most. President Trump and congressional Republicans have saved Americans from a $4 trillion tax hike, including a staggering 20% tax increase on working families. It would have destroyed millions of jobs. Now, I've traveled the country from Maine to Alaska, and not a single worker, not a single small business asked to pay $1 more in taxes. Yet every single congressional Democrat voted to raise
I don't know,
taxes
driving session. I don't think so. We have
on our workers.
we
on
have
our
some Fed
seniors,
stuff coming up at
hardworking
12:45.
families. Thankfully, Republicans united behind common sense policy of letting Americans, not Washington bureaucrats or fraudsters, keep more of what they earn. Now, so far, as you've just heard, 12 million small businesses
Getting a little
have an
pump right
average
here.
tax saving of $7,000. The 20% small business pass-through deduction is now permanent, offering them certainty to plan for the future and the rocket fuel to create 1 million new jobs. Eric Williams at Prince Manufacturing in rural Georgia, he specializes in fabrication and machining. This year, he's reinvesting his tax savings to hire 500 new employees. The provisions for 100% expensing of equipment, expansion, and R&D are also growing production to help us reclaim industrial dominance. At Blue Patriot Fab, which I visited this week in Omaha, the owners highlighted one of their newest buildings, and they call it the Big Beautiful Building because the tax cuts helped them build it. Made in America is back, and that's why the America worker is winning too. No tax on tips and overtime means that millions of employees are now rewarded, not punished.
Right
for
to the
working more.
200s,
It's
getting a
already
little
benefited,
pullback.
as you just heard, 31 million taxpayers. In Baltimore, John and Tony Minidakis are proud second-generation owners of Jimmy's Seafood. Now, with no tax on tips and overtime, their 200 employees know that coming into work means going home with more pay. And Wade, a CNC machinist that I met at Lehigh Valley Plastics in Pennsylvania, said he routinely takes on extra shifts, and now the tax cuts reward his extra effort. And the benefits aren't just for tax season. As you've heard, the Trump accounts are connecting young people from birth to the power of our free enterprise system. With 529 savings accounts and workforce Pell for trade schools, we're now training the next generation of skilled workers to fill millions of open jobs at small businesses. So in closing, America is open for business again. Yet every Democrat voted no on the very tax relief that is restoring Main Street, that is putting more money back into the pockets of hardworking families. Small businesses are rebounding from years of Biden inflation, decades of unfair trade, and massive regulatory overreach. But thanks to President Trump's tax cuts, they now talk about expansion, hiring plans, and generational opportunity. This is America First in action. Lower taxes, rising wages, and a thriving Main Street. Now millions of Americans are getting their largest tax refund ever, and Main Street is getting historic tax relief to keep the American dream alive. Thank you.
Good. And before we take questions, I want to provide some numbers for you all. So tax day statistics as of April 12th, over 53 million filers, nearly 45% claimed one of President Trump's signature tax cuts. The average tax cut for filers benefiting from one of President's new tax cuts is over $800. Over 6 million filers have claimed no tax on tips with an average deduction of $7,100. Over 25 million filers have claimed no tax on overtime with an average deduction of $3,100. Over 30 million seniors have claimed the enhanced deduction for seniors with an average deduction of $7,500. And over 1 million filers have claimed no tax on car loan interest on American cars for an average deduction of over $1,800. The average refund this filing season is over $3,400. Over 34 million families have claimed Republicans' enhanced child tax credit, which is permanently doubled and expanded by the working families tax cuts. Over 105 million filers have claimed the permanently doubled standard deduction, simplifying tax filing for millions across America. So as much as people do not like to pay their taxes, and we saw a survey today that 70% of Americans still believe that they are overtaxed, this is a great day for the American people.
Thank you, Scott and Kelly. We'll now open it up to questions. You're welcome to ask me questions or either of the great cabinet officials next to me. And we'll start, as always, with our new media seat. Mr. Posobiec, why don't you kick us off?
Thank you, Caroline. Secretary Bessent, if I may, there's been this media narrative out there that while we see the
Not a lot of movement, just getting a little chop right here,
that
guys.
it's not good enough, that the tax season has been too soft. What is your response to this media narrative regarding the tax refunds?
Look, it's been an incredible tax season. We have done more with less at the IRS, that we have moved over millions of taxpayers to digital tax accounts, and that leaves us able to service more taxpayers in person and on the phone. And as we can see, the economy was very strong. We are seeing growth across the board in all areas, and as Kelly said, small business, Main Street are really the big beneficiaries, and this is what they don't want you to hear. That Wall Street always done great. This administration is focused on.
Hey, Trading Princess, good to see you, my friend.
And bringing prosperity
We missed you.
back to Main Street, and that starts with people keeping more of their money.
And one for Caroline as well as the administration in general, if I may. This past Saturday, I published a video of now former Representative Eric Swalwell in bed. The president's heading to Las Vegas. Well, Eric Swalwell was in Las Vegas in this video. I'm told, according to geotagging, this scandal has erupted now. Accusers coming forward, many others coming forward, as well as questions regarding his extremely close relationship with Arizona Senator Ruben Gallego. And I want to know if the administration had any comment on the fact that Senator Gallego seemed to be very vocal about wanting the release of the Epstein files, and yet when questions come to his own involvement with Eric Swalwell, he doesn't seem to want to provide anything.
Yeah, look, I think the accusations and allegations against former Representative Swalwell are despicable and disgusting. I think it's also quite plausible, as you point out, Jack, that there were many other Democrats in this town on Capitol Hill who knew about his perhaps illegal behavior certainly his disgusting and inappropriate behavior. And why were they silent for so long? I think those are questions that must be raised of these sitting representatives, including Mr. Gallego. And I hope that the journalists in this room will do their jobs, and the journalists on Capitol Hill will do their jobs to ask Democrats in power how they knew about such despicable
Same
behavior
guitar guy. I may have to go get me some.
representatives for so long, but never said or did anything about it. So that's what we hope to see as far as the White House and the president is concerned. Thank you. Peter.
Thank you. I have one for you and then one for Secretary Besson.
Sure.
For you, Caroline, there are now 10 American scientists who have either gone missing or died since mid-2024. They all reportedly had access to classified nuclear or aerospace material. Is anybody investigating this to see if these things are connected?
I've seen the
220
report
volume
here.
got
I
pulled
haven't
and reprinted at
seen
2:30.
about it. I will certainly do that.
They
and
get a
we'll
little
get you an
pump right
answer.
here then.
If true, of course, that's definitely something I think this
Kind of
government
expect a
and
little
administration
pullback at
would
this
be more
210
forward
area,
looking
but
into, so let me do that for you.
Thank you. And Secretary Besson, it doesn't sound like we're going to have $3 a gallon gas by summertime, which we had initially been told by the Energy Secretary. He now says that it would be very aggressive if we're going to get to the $3 a gallon gas by the summer. So when are
250's
we
gathering
really gonna get
contracts.
$3 a gallon gas.
Well, I think that's going to be the up to how the negotiations go. President Trump said this morning that he thinks we're nearing the end. The U.S. kept their side on the ceasefire. We've stopped firing. The Straits of Hormuz have not been completely reopened. So we will see, and I'm optimistic that during the summer we will see gas with a 3 in front of it sooner rather than later. It's Bank Week here in D.C., so I've been meeting with a lot of my Middle Eastern counterparts, the finance ministers, and they all say that once the straits are open, they can start pumping again within 1 week.
So not by summer like Memorial Day, but maybe by Labor Day?
Again, I'm optimistic that sometime between June 20th and September 20th that we can have $3 gas again. And as I said this morning too, we are going to be watching the gas stations because they raise prices very quickly when when the crude oil prices went up. We hope they'll bring them down just as quickly as crude oil prices have come down, which they've come down substantially just in the past 10 days.
Still trying to push through this 210 area.
Can you give us an update on the president's thinking on the next attorney general? A lot of names have been going around, like Ron DeSantis, Rudy Giuliani, Ed Martin. They're being floated as contenders. What qualities is the president looking for in a new AG? And will there be accountability for what many have described as weaponization within Biden's office when he was the president?
Sure. Well, certainly ensuring that there's accountability for the weaponization of justice that took place under the Biden administration is a top priority for this president. With respect to names that are floated, there are always names floated in the press. Sometimes I have a chuckle when I read some of the reports about certain people floated for certain jobs. As far as the president is concerned right now, Todd Blanche remains the acting attorney general. The president feels he's doing a good job, and that's where it remains right now. I don't have any personnel updates for you today. Annie.
Thank you, Caroline. I have a question for you.
Here comes the 20s, guys.
Secretary. First of all, there was an interview that Dr. Mehmet Oz did recently where he described the president's views on his own diet. He said that he argued that diet soda is good for him because it kills grass. And if you pour it onto the grass, the grass is killed and it therefore must kill cancer cells. I'm wondering if you can, was this sort of an accurate description of how the president sees?
Look, as we all know in this room, I think you know the president has a very good sense of humor. It's one of his most underreported characteristics, I would say. I have heard him tell this joke before. I think the Wall Street Journal should get a better sense of humor.
And then another one for you. Has the president filed his taxes and is he going to release them?
250 would give us a double top. We have a lot of orders.
With the president's
Hopeful
taxes,
traders
his own
up
taxes,
around 262.
I have filed my taxes.
I see that for sure. Getting a little pullback here just because it's the 20 area, right?
He has not fired Chairman Jay Powell. Will you make that case again to him, as he's recently said?
Hit that 220 kind of.
Look, I am confident that the process that we have laid out in terms of Kevin Warsh becoming the next Fed chair, he's going to have the hearing on the 21st of this month. He's a great candidate. We know that the Republicans on the Senate Finance or Senate Banking Committee are aligned in that, and I am very optimistic that Kevin Warsh will be the chair of the Fed on time, and that will be
Support resistance at 221. That's kind of what I was seeing a little bit. Just back here at my 11 o'clock area.
Offering overtime, or that people are working more overtime and increasing their productivity. And the second question, the health insurance industry is advertising heavily in DC, describing themselves as the good guys in the whole healthcare system. President Trump has threatened to haul in their executives and force them to lower prices. Can you provide any update on the administration's efforts there?
Okay, so I'll take the second one last because that's not my area. I don't wear a lot of hats here, but I am sure that the president makes his views known with corporate executives, and if that is true, then they will be hauled before him. And with overtime, as Kelly and I go out and
pretty
talk
decent
to
support at this
employers
205.
and workers around the country,
Breaking a little bit.
they all want more overtime. And there was this narrative that I think over 2 million illegal aliens have either voluntarily deported or been deported, and that there would be a worker shortage. Well, what better way to fill that gap than with overtime for hardworking Americans and for them to keep more of it?
Yeah, I'll just add that a great example are the factories that we see coming back thanks to 100% Made in America expensing. Coosa Steel is a great example in Rome, Georgia, where the owner was down to running one shift, 1 day a week. He's up to 2 or 3 shifts, 5 or 6 days a week. So thanks to reindustrializing this nation through our small manufacturing base, which most manufacturers in America meet the small business definition, 98% of them. We're seeing more shifts taking place, more opportunities for overtime, and then more willingness of workers to take on overtime shifts, because in the past they were penalized by the tax system for taking on overtime.
Elizabeth, go ahead. Thank you. This is for Administrator Loeffler. You talked about how the One Big Beautiful Bill benefits small businesses. With small business optimism falling in March, is the administration planning on providing any additional tax relief or other resources to small businesses that have been affected by high fuel prices during their run operation?
Yeah, so one data point does not a trend make, and the long-term trend under President Trump has been for small business optimism to be above its 52-year average. Under Joe Biden, small business optimism fell below that average for 34 consecutive months because small business was being crushed by
I don't think
regulation,
we're getting a lot of use out
massive
of
red
this.
tape, the threat of high taxes,
You want to
and
keep listening to this?
all the burdens of the Green New Deal. So right now, small businesses are really in growth mode. They're planning to hire, and the optimism is very strong. If you see in the NAM survey, National Association of Manufacturers came out, their optimism is up 5 points. So I think this is temporary, and we'll get back on trend.
Extending the Iran ceasefire, Caroline.
Yes, so I saw some reporting, again, bad reporting this morning, that we had formally requested an extension of the ceasefire. That is not true at this moment. We remain very much engaged in these negotiations, in these talks. You heard from the Vice President directly and the President this week that these conversations are productive and ongoing, and that's where we are right now. I've also seen some reporting about the potentiality for in-person discussions again. Those discussions are being had, but nothing is official until you hear it from us here at the White House. But we feel good about the prospects of a deal. The President mentioned that in his interview yesterday, and it's obviously in the best interest of Iran to meet the President's demands. I think he's made his red lines in these negotiations very clear to the other side, and so we are continuing to see how these conversations go.
All right, let's get back to the charts. I took that little short at the 209 area, hoping that was just going to be a bear flag. Played out real nice. We had that resistance at that 220 area. Pamela called it out too, so I just took it at the 210s. Was going to have my stop above there. Now my stop's in profit, so we're up about 20 points so far. Kind of looking for this 65 area. I don't know if we'll get to the 60s, but maybe 70 bounce. No, H-Town, I mean, we got a little run up. We got a nice run up. Now we're getting a little pullback now. We shorted that sucker at 209, 210 area. Trying to bounce off the 180s. I want this 50 to hold right here, but I have those other EMAs. I don't want to give up too much of this profit. I want to see it just keep flushing, honestly. There's a pretty nice little pump. Probably going to get stopped out right here. Went long at 181, bounced off the 200. If it holds, it could flush though. I think we're going to get a bounce right here, honestly. I should have took it off there. I was kind of thinking we'd get that 170 before we got the bounce, but I want to give these EMAs just a little bit of a chance, but 20 seconds for this candle to close on a 1 minute. So if it pulls back down some, I'll move it to the top of that wick. It's going to try to wig me out before it falls anymore, I think. Nice little inversion, though. If we get this push up, we should get that easy push over that 220, right? Moving to the top of that wick. If it hits it again, it'll take me out. But I think we'll definitely get that pop if that's the case. Get 15 points out of it anyway. All right, there's hit. Now let's get a good run over the top. You closed the long for 14. I think I got 15 on the short. We got it both ways. Maybe a short again right here. A little resistance to that 200 again. Guitar guy's back. Guitar and trades. String trading. Still getting that push. No wick on the bottom of this 1 minute. Maybe we'll get a pump at least of this 210. That'll give it kind of a lower high. We'll see how it acts from there. Hey! 221 has been resistance. Will it become support? 220 has good volume sitting at around that number. I mean, honestly, it probably would be a good short opportunity coming up just to give it a try, but I don't know where you'd put your stop. You'd have to have it way up here. I don't know. Above the 230s. That's where your next drop would be. Little battle right here.
That open widescreen saloon, hands up high, we howl at the moon. High-speed horses on a fiber trail, clicking these trades like we're chasing tail. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride till the closing bell scream. Sun comes up on the tick-tock road. Coffee in a thermos, boots on the floor. Zero dawn nodding in that busted old hat says, boy, this open's what we came here for. Trading cowboy laughs ain't my first rodeo. Gronky tone man's humming low at the bar. Guitar guy yourself picks a deal in tune while Charles drives charts like a dusty old car. We're a trader riding NASDAQ together in this wild screen rodeo. Marco's got that R&B weather, a new jack swing in his soul. Turbinator calls, here comes the good news. Through the chop, we don't let go. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow. Driving up, session taps his ring on the desk, says one more pullback, then I'm done. Yeah, Marco singing sweet like a backroom choir while the spread runs off with everyone. Good news whispers like a back porch breeze, bad ticks bite like a barbed wire fence. We tip our hats to the ones still holding every loss, every win, every cent. We're a trader riding NASDAQ together in this flickering cattle drive show. Marco's got that R&B weather, new jack swing in his flow. Oh yeah, Turbinator smiles, here comes the good news. Through the chop, we still all roll. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together in this wild screen rodeo. Marco's got that R&B weather, new jack swing in his flow. Oh yeah, Turbinator smiles, here comes the good news. Through the chop, we still all roll. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow. We are gathered here, my friends, to lay one dream to rest. A shiny screen, a wild idea. I tried to do my best. Click that buy, then clicked it twice. Thought I'd ride it to the sky.
Kind of crazy. Came up here, shorted it right here at the 212s. 5 contracts. It just wicked me at the top of this one right here and sold 2 of the 5. So I got 3 left. Gonna see if we can get this pushed down below the 70s this time. Jonesy going good. While you're here, I'm gonna go check and see if it shows anything on your package.
Laid some flowers on the chart, 30 contracts deep.
Probably won't, but
Chase that losing streak. Now it's screenshots, war stories, laughing at the mess I made. But there's a fresh log in a waiting and a smarter plan to trade. So raise your glass for my blown up futures account. It went fast on a tiny little price amount. I was a trading cowboy.
getting pretty volatile right there at the 80s. Up a little over 30 points right there. Gonna bring it to that previous wick, which I don't like necessarily because I want these EMAs to hold. But with that wick there, we may get a pump right back up. It almost hit my 70 I wanted, but
May you listen, stick around. Tip your hat to every chart before you lay that money down. Yeah, raise your glass for my blown up futures account. We bounce back. That's what this ride's about. I'm still a trading cowboy. Hear me laugh and sing it loud. Use code cowboy for your discount on a brand new account. Trading cowboy. Yeah.
I watched the tracking, Jonesy, but it doesn't, I can't believe it, but it shows that it could be there between the 22nd and the 25th.
Char like an up and roll. Get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy. Stocks are
Oh, what was that?
Q on the dashboard. Hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags are open.
What was that, chat?
Be the best 8 seconds ever hit this line.
I hadn't had one of those in a while. Our 101 candle.
Long into the highs, yeah, I chase that sun. Short into the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds. Yeah, yeehaw. I'm the trading cowboy. Giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the road.
Yeah, what the heck? Look at that. Page book. Wow. I don't know what to do with that, guys.
Coffee gone cold on a dead slam.
Oh no, guitar guy.
Don't leave home. Watching that open like a rodeo.
Start all over. Dang it.
Sealing my fate. Got scars from the summers. The rally ran wild. Bears at the door.
When are you going to start streaming, guitar guy?
Call me crazy, but I
Or is that where you were this morning? Did we miss your stream?
fearless in the face of the NASDAQ. Riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I saddle that storm and I yank on the reins. I don't chase moves. I catch them. I wait in the weeds till the price comes to me. One shot, infinite possibilities. This country as it gets for a cowboy like me. Mama says, son, that ain't real land, but I'm staking out lines on a 5-minute span. Green, red candles like a ballroom fight. I'm calm as a preacher on a Saturday night. Gotta stop like a holster tied in my
And your 220 will become support now that they retested it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I agree with that. I just, man, after a big wick like that, to me, you know, it got a bunch of bulls involved. It stopped out a bunch of us small shorts. And now, I mean, if it was a regular day, I'd be targeting the short side. So I do want to see it pop over this 220 and hold. I'm going to try to not do anything just yet. It'll still be a little bit on my trading account. It'll still be a little while when I start streaming. Cool, guitar guy. I'm excited. I'll watch you. You get going, we'll get you on the show. I like those wicks to the upside. There's our first real test of the 220s. Not just a crazy wick. So I'm going to see. Hey, try a little short right here, see if it works the first time. I'm going to see if it pumps up here to the 230s first. Creating a little base right there, maybe. Nervous when we'll see when I make a bad decision in trading. Laugh aloud. Yeah. I mean, it's not easy, guitar guy. I'll tell you that, but it does get better though. I promise you. You don't have to spell though when you're live. I tried a little short right here at the 220. Like I said, first time in, just to see if it keeps pushing down. I'll be at the stop here, so I'm not risking a whole lot. Making a nice little bull flag. We cleared this 218 area and got above it, so not expecting anything big. But just wanted to pull that roulette handle one time. We're getting some volume, building a nice base at 220. Candle's closing, trying to get this candle a little red. Didn't quite make it. Couldn't get those 230s. I'm going to move one into break even. Still going to risk the other one to the high of this candle. Just cut my risk in half. We're getting some wicks to the downside now, but I wouldn't trust them. No wick at the top of this candle. What is that? But yeah, guitar guy, it is not. I mean, it is hard to just get on and just talk all the time for sure, especially for me. They're absorbing every little pullback right here, guys. So we should get a nice push up. I say that as I'm in a short, but looks like we're just gonna chop. I know a guitar. That's the biggest deal on flat right there, guys. Getting that nice push to the 30s. Yeah, you're gonna feel like you're gonna need to be in a trade. Yeah. Just remember just to take the trades you would take. Don't just jump in to be in a trade. We're going to get that high now, chat? H-Town says, come on, 38. He's long. Along from 218.5. Deciding that 221 is now support. Yeah, for sure. Getting that little squeeze right here to the 40s. Pushing hard, it wants that high. Let's see if they push through it or if they stop it early. Gotta push it right here, doesn't it? Surely they're not gonna stop it short. Just a small pullback, I think. $249.5 though, classic. Classic for all those people that wanted 250 right on the money. And all the people that were sitting there thinking it was going to rip through the high. Maybe just a small pullback right here. Let's see. Making a little bull flag, I think. There she goes. Now we'll get that push. $50 that time, 49.75. That's crazy. Sold last two runners at 49, H-Town says. Nice trade. There's 50 on the money. 50-50. Now we'll get that push through. Won't we? Booyah, thank you, Bookmap. Bookmap for the win. H-Town's telling himself, don't sell yet. 265's building contract. She's out though. Nice little trade. Good job, guys. Glad I was here just to sit and watch. The short. We gotta try one time, right? Short at 255, stops in profit now. It was at the top of that candle. Just seeing if we got to come back and retest this 25 to 30 area maybe. That 14's gonna hold there. Worth a shot. Be the nice pullback to keep pushing to that 265 though, if this is the case. What's up, Mark? Man, the gang in the chat just hit a pretty nice little long right there. All the way from the 180s. A couple of them got out at 195, re-entered at the 220s. I got to watch. I just went short at 255 after it broke through the high. Stops in profit. Just seeing what it's going to have to do here. See if this 14 really bounced hard. So there we go. There's a little over 20 points. See if it'll keep going. If it pops up back to the top of those, I'll be out. Looking for this 225 test on.
Sun comes up on the tick chart glow. Coffee in a thermos, boots on the floor. Zero dawn nodding in that busted old hat says, boy, this open's what we came here for. Trading cowboy laughs ain't my first rodeo. Bronco tongue man's humming low at the bar. Guitar guy, Yusef picks a dealing tune while Charles drives charge like a dusty old car. Well, trader rides
Good shelf at the 30s now.
wild screen rodeo. Marco's got that R&B weather, new jack swing in his soul. Terminator calls, here comes the good news through the chop, we don't let go. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow.
EMAs are still pointing up right here, pretty nice. Got that bounce off the 21. Let's see if this inverts back over the high. It'll have to fail right here at the 45s if it's going to push lower.
Marco singing sweet like a backroom choir while the spread runs off with everyone. Good news whispers like a back porch breeze. Bad ticks bite like a barbed wire fence. We tip our hats to the ones still holding every loss, every win, every cent. Well, Trevor riding NASDAQs together in this flickering cattle drive show. Marco's got that R&B with a new jack swing in his flow. Oh yeah, Terminator smiles, here comes the good news through the chop, we still all roll. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow.
Guitar Guy says this trading in a live account challenge probably isn't the greatest idea I come up with. Yeah, but Guitar Guy, if you can keep your trade small just to keep your stream going as long as you possibly can, you may be onto something. You know, we need a couple days out of you, not just one afternoon. Big green candle was Iran news. I looked at True Social, but I didn't see anything. I didn't look at our news. What was that? Was that the one? Continue reinforcing the security zone in Lebanon. Oh, keep constant updates contract. So just the Israeli prime minister kind of talking then.
Coffee covering on a legal path. Sun just climbing past
Guitar guy says I'll be trading MES micros. I don't like NQ anymore. Yeah, you know, every now and then I have a rough breakup with NQ, but
fast market. That's the deal I made with you. I don't chase, I don't panic, just do what I came here to do. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup, like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patient pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be to master yourself, then master the NQ. Used to white knuckle every red line, heart on
guitar guy says NQ and MNQ isn't my friend anymore. Oh, I get it. I get it.
slow, let the noise run thin. Calm hands on the mouse now, just a plan and a time of day. If it comes,
All right, if it breaks this high again, I'll go flat on this short. So 246, I'm all out for that. Get 10 points on this last one.
focus on the setup, like planting rows and trusting rain will come.
All right, flat again. Not bad. Not bad for risking the short.
The trader must be to master yourself, then master the NQ.
Sam says NQ can rip your nose off. Yes, true. All depends on your style of trading and risk tolerances. I traded GC and silver for years exclusively till prop pulled it and margins went parabolic.
My story and every tick up, every pull back down. Detached from the
Nice, Pam. It's good to know you traded metals. That's cool for sure.
rows and trust
We got a couple guys in here that do that for Asia session and stuff. So
more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be to master yourself.
where's Stack Z? Are you in here, Stack Z?
NQ.
Here comes the high again.
Little heat in my cheeks as the future starts to rise. Charts are like canyons, red dust on the line. I'm roping in those breakouts, one tick at a time. Finger on the trigger, heart on the wire. Every little flicker feeds that fire. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride, you know what I mean. Kick that open, wide screen saloon. Yeah, we shout yee-ho to the moon. High speed horses on a fiber trail, clicking these trades like we're chasing tail. Push NASDAQ.
Only been trading MNQ pretty much exclusively for 2 months. Every market trades differently, learning the curve. Yeah, I agree with that. Fib retracement does work well on GC, but GC can rip you apart faster than NQ if you're wrong. Yeah, for sure. I've watched several guys that use the fibs on GC, and it's money for them for sure. I think it's money on everything, right? If it's moving right, I mean, on NQ, everything. I mean, that's what a lot of the Wall Street market makers use. So
And I'm right back on. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride, you know what I mean. Kick that open, wide screen saloon. Come on, we shout yee-haw to the moon. High speed horses on a fiber trail, clicking these
this hard guy, there's the high again.
NASDAQ, push those.
Got a good ATM strategy set up for MES for New York Open that allow me to stay in most of it, but depends on if there's a good continued big move. Nice. Yeah, Pam, I know H-Town Trader loves to play GC on Asia also.
Trend line bends and the sky turns blue. I'm a cold rig cowboy riding straight on through. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride, you know what I mean. Kick that open, wide screen saloon. Hands up, high, we howl at the moon. High speed horses on a fiber trail, clicking
I'm excited for you, guitar guy.
push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride till the closing bell scream. Whoa, 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 sun up glow on a ticker screen. Coffee gone cold, I still king. Charts lined up like a cattle drive. I rope that move, make the numbers fly. Red turns green in a blink, blink, blink. Heartbeats count down, don't even think. Fast hands dance on a worn out mouse. This little desert, my glass walled house.
Ooh, there's a nice push.
Ride the NASDAQ, hanging on tight.
There's the 70s.
Lightning in the night. Sharp minds swing where the wild winds blow, turning all that whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos, yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls.
Get up there to the 80s maybe.
All set like a safety rail, big brisk grin, I don't fear the fail. The storm blows in from the afternoon, I hear that bell, gotta move real soon. Tick by tick, feel the old world fade, new frontier in the moves I made. Dicks clamp glow, midnight run, chasing that break like a rising sun. Ride the NASDAQ, hanging on tight, master the momentum, lightning in the night. Sharp minds swing where the wild winds blow, turning all that whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos, yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls.
Bookmat chart reframe 320, lots of held trades. There you go. You heard it here first.
Different saddle, same worn boots. I gamble my time on tomorrow's roots. Oh yeah.
See if we get a little pullback here at the 80s, maybe. Look at that V recovery. Nice squeeze. Yeah, guys, this is not financial advice. This is for pure entertainment only. Remember, when you enter a trade, it's because you clicked the button on your end. We didn't click it over here for you.
Trading Cowboy laps ain't my first rodeo. Gronky tone man's humming low at the bar. Guitar guy
300 round number should give resistance. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be solid, but it should be at least a decent pullback if it gets to that.
in this wild screen rodeo. Marco's got that R&B weather, a new jack swing in his soul.
H Town says 97.50. One time NQ. One time. Give it to me one time.
Where the green candles grow. Driving up, session taps his ring on the desk, says one more pullback, then I'm done. Yeah, Marco singing sweet like a backroom choir while the spread runs off with everyone. Good new whispers like a back porch breeze, bad ticks bite like a barbed wire fence. We tip our hats to the ones still holding every loss, every win, every cent. We're trader riding NASDAQ together in this flickering cattle drive show. Marco's got that R&B weather, new jack swing in his flow.
We're going to have a little pullback before we get that push, looks like. Trading Cowboy, you made me lose money. Just kidding. Hey, guitar guy, if you did lose money, just remember, now's a good time to remind everybody, use code CB at Tradeify. CB. Oh.
We're gathered here, my friends, to lay one dream to rest. A shiny screen, a wild idea. I tried to
That was a 10-second timeout, H-Town.
buy, then clicked it twice. Thought I'd ride it to the sky. But that margin call came knocking, tipped its hat and said goodbye. So raise your glass for my blown up futures account. It went fast.
Little pullback setup on the 5. One's kind of trying to bounce right here, kind of in between the 14 and 20. See which one's going to work out. Be a little bull flag on the 5, kind of on the 1 too. Guitar guy to be traded here. We're fixing to get stopped out, guitar guy. We shorted this sucker at the top a while ago. I already took a couple of them off. We got it in at 84. We got all the way down here, took 1 or 2 off. Got 1 left. I was just seeing if we could get that push. So if this candle closes down here, I'll move it to the top of these. That's all right. I just shorted it because it looked like it was a high. Kind of made a double top there, so I bought it on that previous wick. Fixed to get stopped out. Flat right there, guys.
tip low, screen glow hitting my eyes. Little heat in my cheeks as the future starts to rise. Charts look like canyons, red dust on the line. I'm roping in those breakouts, one tick at a time. Finger on the trigger, heart on the wire, every little flicker feeds that fire. Hey! Push NASDAQ, push those candles green, let's rip, let's ride, you know what I mean. Kick that open, widescreen saloon, yeah, we shout.
Isaiah said, I'm just disappointed you haven't done my hold mythology as we sour to the all-time highs. Speechless, Isaiah, speechless. Pam says we're getting a spoofing trade at 305. It is trying to get pulled up. H-Town says, pull it, pull it. Oh, sure, I can't spell.
Turn that fear into trust. When that trend line bends and the sky turns blue, I'm a cold red cowboy riding straight on through.
I mean, the cool part, Isaiah, is that you get to click your buttons over there. I get to click mine over here. And if it hadn't worked out, I'd have been super mad at you and I'd had to come visit you. But I'm going to look at the bright side. The bright side is I'm up $580 on 5 accounts linked together on funded. I'm up 170 on one. Just got a trade day in that's up $3,800, ready for a payout. I don't have any evals that are red. They're all green. I hadn't lost an eval in 7 days now. So. And that 580 I made was early this morning, Isaiah. It was that crazy wick. I don't even know if we can see it. It was that 845, that 5-minute candle. It was that drop. When it made that drop there, I wrote it up for over 25 points. And then I was done on the day for those. So I probably won't trade another funded today just because. Pam says, in short scalp at my resistance 297, but there's a lot of contracts above us. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Heck yeah, H-Town says 426 green in the funded. Giddy up. Let's ride. Guitar guy just punched me in the gut. Well, I mean, I've changed my strategy, not a lot, but I mean, we're trading small right here. Um, but I used to be the guy that would stay here literally all day until I got every account traded something. And now I just kind of let them go. I mean, if I get 2 or 3 traded, if I get a couple fundeds traded, then I just honestly, I don't even worry about the rest of them now. I'm just trying to get a bunch of them, trying to get a bunch of fundeds built up and just let them go. Trying to get some more payouts, right? I mean, I figured out that I can trade 20 funded accounts over the month and trade them hard and make the same if I trade 2 or 3 a day and just rotate through them. So. Nice little bull flag playing. Maybe 305 maybe.
Coffee on, screen glowing blue. Alarm rang twice, beat the market too. Yellow legal pad full of scribble lines. Got a rule for the risk and a rule for the grind. Ain't chasing tickers like a rodeo clown. I mark my level, then I stand my ground. Plan the trade, trade the plan. That's my Bible in my hands. Oh yeah, discipline's the only thrill I trust. Consistency beats the rush. Risk 'em first, then I roll. Let the profits chase my soul. Data in my head like a Sunday hymn. I get NASDAQ level results from a honky-tonk discipline. Buddy's on the phone, man, it's running hopping. I just sip slow, let the chart breathe again. Tiny little edge like a nail in a
324 maybe. Yeah, Pam said. Pam said.
I ain't that cowboy with the last second bet. I'm stacking small wins like a farmer's shit. Plan the trade, trade the plan. That's my Bible in my hand. Singing out. Discipline's the only thrill I trust. Consistency beats the rush.
Almost power hour. If I get 10 points, I'm out the rest of the day. Currently red on the trade, betting against the trend. It's okay, 320. Yeah, Pam, you've been watching my training videos, so you got to cut that out.
Some folks pray for luck. I pray to keep my rules. Lord, save me from that FOMO and them late night fools. My edge ain't a secret, it's how I walk each day. Hard like a preacher, hands like a Texas day trade. Plan the trade, trade the plan. That's my Bible in my hand. Discipline's the only thrill I trust. That's all. Consistency beats the rush. Risk 'em first, then I roll. Let the profits chase my soul. Data in my head like a Sunday hymn. I get NASDAQ level results. That's all. From a honky-tonk discipline. Discipline. Yeah, my edge is my process. My profits in the proof. Little cowboy of the NASDAQ, singing risk and truth.
And it says we got heavy contracts above us around the 342 area. I mean, this was our pivot point. The 298 was a pivot point on TradingView.
Take a rolling like a freight train past, but I'm just watching, giving it time. Calm mind, fast market, that's the deal.
Possible, yeah, for sure. We've learned that, haven't we?
I don't panic.
H-Town says, let's get up there yet. Hold on, H-Town. Pam's got to get green on this one first.
On the setup, like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be to master yourself, then master the NQ. Used to white knuckle every red line. Now I breathe like a man.
Starting to fight in the chat.
Swing, let the fear fade slow, let the noise run thin. Calm hands on the mouse now, just a plan and a time of day. If it comes around. If it don't, I still walk away. Detached from the outcome, focus on the setup.
Just ribbon.
Rows and trust in rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be to master yourself, then master the NQ. Some folks want the glory before they learn the ground.
No, I don't. Everyone, please trade their method. I only say the volume. Yeah,
Every pull back down.
we're just having a good time for sure. For sure. I mean, I joined in on that short at 306 right there. I'm out small green. Well, shoot, I better pull mine down then. I think if I get to right there, that'll put this account to even if it comes down to it.
Bust through these EMAs, take me higher. I'm staring down the bears today. Beat these bears, push those candles, get up there. Hey, come on in, Q. Giddy up. Let's ride it all the way to the top. Giddy up.
All right, I'm flat 2. We'll rock it then. I mean, that was a nice wick to the downside for sure. I don't understand though, and H-Town don't know what I'm talking about, but just logged back in and I have 0 EMAs or anything on Onyx. Like there's nothing again. I had to change my candlesticks. No EMAs. twice now today. Let me go look at the other one. Price I'm looking at is at 300 below us, 320 and 340 above us.
Take me lower, whip those bulls today. Push those candles down. I'm on NQ, let's go now. Let's ride it all the way to the bottom. Break that VWAP, come on down. Push those candles down. Red way running through this town. Let's ride it all the way to the bottom. Break that VWAP, come on down. Come on down.
Someone spoofing trades at 350.
Boots on the floor, screen lights glow, chart like an open road. Giddy up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing. NQ on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bold flags, I rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short into the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah. Yeah, I'm the trading cowboy. Giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Alarm bell rings, screens light up, green and red like county fair eyes. Got my watch list, got my plan, ain't just throwing darts and hoping this time. Moving averages, cross a lane in, MACD talking about a shift.
Sam says the interesting thing is there's been almost no printing icebergs all day, or very small ones.
Running wild now.
I don't think count if there's less than 50 contracts. Yeah, I know what I mean. Every time it's played over my trend line, it's worked out okay, but
Watch that climb. Bollinger Bands like barbed wire tie. Volatility dancing and in the neon night. RSI says run too far. Momentum oscillators humming like a truck in a yard. Pivot
I
points.
don't know where our buddy Zero Don's at.
Trend line holding as a ticker flies. 15-minute candle, first break of the day. You'll be hitting like a hometown parade. VWAP sitting like a center stripe. Price comes back and it feels just right. Trend reversals whispering maybe. Inversion in my gut say easy. I ain't chasing every flash and flame. Just another small win in a big long riding this chart like a back road line. Fibonacci on the dash as I watch that climb. Bollinger Bands like barbed wire tie. Volatility dancing in the neon night. RSI says run too far. Momentum oscillates
324 just got its first red iceberg over 100 contracts.
like fence post signs. Trend line holding as a ticker flies. Could be red, could be green, it's alright. Wrist set tight, I can sleep at night. Oh yeah. Just a fun kid reading candlesticks, turning little ticks into big lies. I'm riding this chart like a back road line. Fibonacci on the dash as I
So we got red icebergs at 321, 324. Makes sense those longs will want to get out at some point. Man, it bounced right up there. I was trying to look to see. Got back up to that 321. I was thinking about shorting it right there, but I thought it'd get a little higher, and then it pulled back down. So
Trading cowboy laps ain't my first rodeo. Gronky tonk man's humming low at the bar. Guitar guy, Yusef picks a dealing tune while Charles drives Charles like a dusty old car.
may try starting. May start us a little short right here.
In this wild screen rodeo,
See if this pops back up.
Marco's got that R&B weather, new jack swing in his soul. Terminator calls
There we go. Happened too fast, I tell you.
don't let go. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow.
Ooh, look at that, guys. Look at that volume coming in.
Driving obsession taps his ring on the deck.
Stop set in profit about halfway.
Says one
We'll see if it gets that push back up.
Marco singing
Bounced off kind of those 300, 305.
runs off with everyone. Good news whispers like a back porch breeze. Bad ticks bite like a barbed wire fence. With
He tells us he couldn't make himself short it. I know it. I was actually going to be in at 322 a while ago, and I chickened out.
together in this flickering cattle drive show. Marco's got that R&B with a new jack swing in
It's going to give me right here, though. Going to be flat again. I'm flat.
we still all roll. Yeah, trader riding NASDAQ together where the green candles grow.
Now it's going to push right back down, isn't it? Look at that. Little bear flag again, maybe. Shoot. Shoot, chat.
Push through the highs, bust through these EMAs, take me higher, beat these bears, push those candles, get up there, come on in, Q, giddy up, yeah, yeah, let's ride it all the way to the top. New bar, new charge, we never stop. Yeah. Boots on the floor, screen lights glow. You're like an up and roll, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing, and Q on the dashboard, hear that bell
I want to punch it again right there, short.
open, I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long into the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah. Yeehaw! I'm the trading cowboy. Giddy up, catch that momentum, boy.
Each count in at 13.
Just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo.
I shouldn't have got out. I let it stop me out for like 110 bucks profit.
Push through the lows, break through these EMAs.
again. Green is green. I know it's getting a little pop now, but I want to be a lot green though. Kind of bouncing off that pivot point we got right there. 15 doesn't have a wick at the bottom. Pushing up first, so.
Coffee cup ring on a legal pad. Sun just climbing past the barn roof line. Tickers rolling like a freight train past. But I'm just watching, giving it time. Calm mind, fast market. That's a deal I made with you. I don't chase, I don't panic. Just do what I came here to do. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup. Like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be too. Master yourself, then master the NQ. Used to white knuckle every red line. Heart on fire with every little tick. Now I breathe like I'm out on the back porch swing. Let the fear fade slow, let the noise run thin. Calm hands on the mouse now, just a plan and a time of day. If it comes around. If it don't, I still walk away. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup. Like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be too. Master yourself, then master the NQ. Some folks want the glory before they learn the ground. I just read my story, and every tick up, every pull back down. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup. Like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be too. Master yourself, then master the NQ. like it's sealing my fate. Got scars from the summers, a rally ran wild. Bears at the door, bulls acting like a child. They call me crazy, but I call it art. Ain't cute, not for the faint of heart.
Here comes the high again.
In the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I saddle that storm and I yank on the rein. I don't chase moves, I catch them. I wait in the weeds till the price comes to me. One shot, infinite possibilities. As country as it gets for a cowboy like me. Mama says, son, that ain't real land, but I'm staking out lines on a 5-minute span. Green, red candles like a ballroom fight. I'm calm as a preacher on a Saturday night. Got a stop like a holster tied at my side. Wrist small, aim tall, let the wrist all right. If it hits my level, I play my part in Q. Not for the faint of heart. Fearless in the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I saddle that storm and I yank on the rein. Don't chase moves, I catch them. I wait in the weeds till the price comes to me. One shot, infinite possibilities. As country as it gets for a cowboy like me. Maybe it's love,
342, still holding a lot of contracts.
maybe it's just
Getting close.
but I'll be here till the close.
Guitar guy's gonna head out. Hey, guitar guy, appreciate you being here, buddy. Maybe we'll have more luck tomorrow.
Not for the faint of heart. Fearless in the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I saddle that storm and I yank on the reins. I don't chase moves, I catch them. I wait in the weeds till the price comes to me. One shot, infinite possibilities. Hardcore country in this day trader scene.
I mean, if this pushes back through the 325 area and gets below it, maybe closes below it or something, I'll try a little short.
Push through the low.
Doesn't sound the smartest idea, but
Booties in your maze. Take me lower. With those bulls today.
Prez has a signing in 5 minutes, H-Town says, so he may say something, right? Kind of setting up a little bull flag here, maybe.
Let's ride it all the way to the bottom. Break that VWAP on down. Push those candles down. Red wave running through this town. Yes, around. Let's ride it all the way to the bottom. Break that VWAP. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Sun up glow on a ticker screen. Coffee gone cold. I still keen. Charts lined up like a cattle drive. I wrote that move.
You get too, guitar guy. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Appreciate you being here.
Heartbeats countdown. Don't even think. Fast hands dance on a worn-out mouse. This little desk is my
We'll probably be on early tomorrow, guys. We'll probably start our stream here in the morning first thing. So y'all be ready to jump in.
turning all that whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos. Yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls. Stop loss set like a safety rail. Big risk grin, I don't fear the fail. Storm blows in from the afternoon. I hear that bell. Gotta move real soon. Tick by tick, feel the old world fade. New frontier in the moves I made. Desk lamp glow, midnight run. Chasing that break like a rising
335.
Ride the NASDAQ, hanging on tight. Master the momentum, lightning in the night. Sharp my swing where the wild winds blow. Turning all that whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos. Yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls. sharp mind swing where the wild winds blow, turning all the whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos.
336 red iceberg 100 contracts.
Let's have this cowboy roll.
Let's see how that plays out.
Push through the highs, bust through these EMAs. Take me higher, beat these bass. Push those candles, get up there. Come on and Q, giddy up, yeah. Let's ride it all the way to the top. Hit that VWAP, hey, hit that VWAP. New bar, new charge, we never stop. Hit that VWAP, hey, hit that VWAP. We are gathered here, my friends, to lay one dream to rest. A shiny screen, a wild idea. I tried to do my best. Click that buy, then clicked it twice. Thought I'd ride it to the sky, but that margin call came knocking. Tipped its hat and said goodbye. So raise your glass for my blown up futures account. It went fast on a tiny little price amount. I was a trading.
And it says so close to the end of day, such strong buying. MOC will be interesting. How it's only at 1.3% for the day. I know it. I hope I'm not in when that happens.
Laid some flowers on the chart, 30 contracts deep. Stop was just a suggestion while I chased that losing streak. Now screenshots, war stories, laughing at them.
Another little bull flag.
But there's a fresh log in a waiting and a smarter plan to trade. So raise your glass for my blown up futures account. It went fast on a tiny little price amount. I was a trading cowboy till the red just wiped me out. Use code cowboy for your discount.
Big contract at 350, Pam says. We got 346 as a pivot point. No, we don't. I can't tell now. Trying to scroll all the way back out. I hate when it consolidates like this right here because the trend's up, so you should just target up. But most days when it consolidates right there after a high, we get that drop.
Push through the lows, break through these EMAs. Hey, take me lower, watch that screen go gray. Hey, whip those bulls, make the green lines drown. Push those candles, shove them down. Come on and Q, let's ride it to the bottom. Break that VWAP, show 'em how we got 'em. Take me lower, don't you dare stop now. Come on down, come on down, come on down, come on down. Red bar, stack it on the last. Every little tick, dropping kinda fast. Fade that bounce, kill that hopeful sound. One more flush,
Pop
send
and
it
drop,
through the
yeah.
Come on and Q, let's ride it to the bottom. Break that VWAP, show 'em how we got 'em. Take me lower, don't you dare stop now. Come on down, come on down, come on down, come on down.
Little pop right there, kind of a crazy wick. Getting 100 contracts and icebergs now, 3 in a row. Red selling. So be on the lookout, guys. Let's see if this 350 gets back under or not. H-Town says, say no more. Oof. They bought it right back up. All right. It held. The big players at 350 had a lot hidden right there. The only problem is, well, let's see how this plays out, but it's kind of looking like a little bull flag. We're getting a little volatility coming in. 13 minutes left to MOC. We still got a little bit of time. Probably too close, Pam. There we go. Very nice. I'm going to take one off right there. All right, I'm out. See if we get that little pop. There we go. I had 4 at the top. I sold out. This one looks like a terrible fill because I reached up here to sell one and I clicked sell instead of buy. So I got 4. So I sold out of 2. So now this is the fill of the last one. But I was in up here at this 354 area originally. But this one's working, so it's okay. I guarantee myself $100. About 4 points behind. See if we get this 38 area. 240 right here. Nice drop. Pam with another good call out. Guaranteeing ourselves 200 on this last contract. You're the good insight, Pam. You're the good insight. Me and the boys don't have patience to watch that stuff, so you're our magic 8 ball. All right, out right there. The last contract got 285, up 640 on this one today. So see that or not. How do I move that? I can't move it. I can't get it to show y'all. Oh, maybe I can do this. What am I doing here? Nope, I can't get it to show. Let me shrink it. I don't even know how to shrink it. There it is. Is that going to shrink or make it bigger? Doesn't do anything. I can make it totally disappear. Are you serious? There we go. Let me pull it down now. 640 for the day on this one. Got it at 51,360 now. Gonna just rotate out of it now. Sam says, all I hope for is for more traders to see the value in Bookmap and how powerful a tool it is. Congrats on all your green trades, guys.
Coffee gone cold on a desk lamp glow. Boots on the floor, but I don't leave home. Watching that open like a rodeo gate. Every tick bucking like a seal in my face. Got scars from the summers the rally ran wild. Bears at the door, bulls acting like a child. They call me crazy, but I call it art and cute. Not for the faint of heart. Fearless in the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I saddle that storm and I yank on the reins. I don't chase moves, I can't set my weight in the weeds till the price comes to me. One shot, infinite possibilities. As country as it gets for a cowboy like me. Mama says, son, that ain't real land, but I'm staking out lines on a 5-minute span. Green, red candles like a ballroom fight. I'm calm as a preacher on a Saturday night. Gotta stop like a holster tied in my side. Wrist small, aim tall, let the rest all ride. If it hits my level, I play my
Nice little push up right here.
not for the faint of heart. Fearless in the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I saddle that storm and
See if it clears this 346 again.
chase moves. I can't set my weight in the weeds till the price comes to me. One shot, infinite possibilities. As country as it gets for a cowboy like me. Maybe it's luck, maybe it's skill, maybe it's just stubborn will. But I'll be here till the closing bells dawn. Not for the faint of heart. Fearless in the face of the NASDAQ, riding that screen like a wild Mustang. Volatility is my playground. I saddle that storm and I yank on the reins. I don't chase moves, I can't set my weight in the weeds till the price comes to me. One shot, infinite possibilities. Hardcore country in this day trade to see.
Let's see if this flushes that 329. Bookmap held volume is getting sparse. Biggest volumes are 300 even.
Sun comes up on the tip-jar glow.
And we're up 10 points on this one again. I just took it when that didn't hit that 350 and that 346 held. Kind of the top of that shoulder. So I can see, I mean, if we could really push hard, maybe this 310 area, but naturally we've got to clear this 330 first. 330, then 325. Come on, give it up. That was 15 points for a brief second. Want to see it get right back under that 332. Otherwise, they're going to rip it back up. Yeah, there's the rip. See if it holds. Come on, get back under 332. Got some buyers stepping in. Look at that. Flat again. Wow. Had 15 points per minute, guys. Look at that pump. Still a little bull flag on the 5, I guess. Two and a half minutes to MOC. $50, guys. MOC coming in. Coming in hot. See if we get that rip. I took another little short right there. We're in profit. Let's see what MOC does for us. May just rip back to the top and stop us out. But what a rush either way, right? Five seconds. Oh, look at that. I'm out. You're holding through MOC. Well, I was short. I thought maybe it would get that drop down, so I made $50 on it. I was up 200, I think, so. What a rush, Pam. What a rush. And I'm glad I didn't say anything a while ago, because about 30 seconds before I entered that trade, I was going to say, okay, I want everybody out, especially if you're in a funded account. I'm out now, though. No more trades, I don't think.
Push through the lowest, break through these EMAs. Take me lower, whip those bulls today. Push those candles down. I'm on NQ.
We have contract hiding at 400 and 415. Yeah, that's fine. Tomorrow is soon enough for trading. And we'll probably be right here live on the Trading Cowboy show at open tomorrow, hopefully. So.
Boots on the desk, coffee ring on the blotter. Sun ain't up yet, but I'm hunting for dollars. Got my hat tipped low, screen glow hitting my eyes. Little heat in my cheeks as the future starts to rise. Charts look like canyons, red dust on the line. I'm roping in those breakouts, one tick at a time. Finger on the trigger, heart on the wire. Every little flicker feeds that fire.
Got you a live one, H-Town.
Got my watch list loaded like a belt full of rounds. When the volume stampedes, you can feel it shake the ground. Chat room talking live, campfire talking.
Love it.
We're telling tales of a lemon fields we barely survive. When streaks whipsaw, same old song. One good runner and I'm right back on. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride, you know what I mean. Kick that open, widescreen saloon. Come on, push out your heart to the moon. High speed horses on a fiber trail, clicking these trays like we're chasing tail. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride, live the screen door dream.
See what this 54 candle does. Maybe those profit takers can pull it down to 300. I mean, that would be something.
But I saddle up at open, turn that fear into trust. When that trend line bends and the sky turns blue, I'm a cold red cowboy riding straight on through. Hey, hold on, hey. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride, you know what I mean. Kick that open, widescreen saloon. Hands up high, we howl at the moon. High speed horses on a fiber trail, clicking these trays like we're chasing tail. Push NASDAQ, push those candles green. Let's rip, let's ride till the closing bell scream.
Here comes our 55 candle. I'll be ready. Another big run.
Up before the opening bell, screen glow on my face. Got lines drawn all over that chart, like a road map to some place. Red, green, flicker, and fight, candles dancing in a row. I've been studying this storm all night, just waiting for it to blow.
Nice little push. $400 contract is not dropping their contract yet. Wow.
Sun up glow on a ticker screen, coffee gone cold, I still keen. Charts lined up like a cattle drive. I wrote that move, make the numbers fly. Red turns green in a blank, blank, blank. Heartbeats count down, don't even think. Fast hands dance on a worn out mouse.
Nice push.
Little desk is my glass walled house. Ride the NASDAQ, hanging on tight. Master the momentum, lightning in the night. Sharp my swing where the wild winds blow. Turning all that whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos, yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls. Stop loss set like a safety rail. Big risk grin, I don't fear the fail. Storm blows in.
Yeah, look at that volume coming in.
Hear that bell, gotta move real
That's crazy.
tick by tick, feel the old world fade. New frontier in the moves I made. Desk lamp glow, midnight run. Chasing that break like a rising sun. Ride the NASDAQ, hanging on tight. Master the momentum, lightning in the night. Sharp my swing where the wild winds blow. Turning all that whiplash into solid gold. Trade the future on the moment under these neon halos. Precision in the chaos, yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls. Some boys chase dust on an open plane. I chase that.
Yeah, for real. Lots of selling. There's Miguel. The biggest, the largest.
Ride the NASDAQ, hanging on tight. Master the momentum, lightning in the night. Sharp mind swing where the wild winds blow. Turning all the
Just going to trail it, but I just took that big wick right there. Up about 15 points.
precision in the chaos. Yeah, that's how this cowboy rolls.
Almost had 20 for a second. There's 20 points. Guaranteed 320. See where this pulls back. Right there, probably. All right, out right there. Got a quick 300 bucks. What's up, Miguel? How's everybody doing? Was weird when we didn't see you today.
Coffee cup ring on a legal pad. Sun just climbing past the barn roof line. Tickers rolling like a freight train past. But I'm just watching, giving it.
I'm really surprised it bounced right there at that 344. I really thought I was going to just hit a banger right there. I mean, 300 bucks ain't bad. I'm not complaining.
Don't panic, just do what I came here to do. Detach from the outcome, focus on the setup.
I'm good. Just blew an eval, Miguel. That's because you weren't here, Miguel.
Patience pays more than interest.
You got to quit watching those other guys, Miguel.
The chart is neutral, the trader must be too. Master yourself. Master the
Oh, now it's going to come right back down. Look at that. Now it's going to go for 300.
used to white knuckle every red line.
Good, Miguel. I mean, this morning was a little slow. I mean, it was just the candle range was pretty bad, but this afternoon got a little bit better. we're green on the day all the way around today. So
on the mouse now. Just a plan and a time of day. If it comes around. If it don't, I still walk away. Detached from the
didn't trade all of accounts, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So we traded 10 accounts. 6 funded, 4 evals, and all of them are green.
master yourself. Then master the NQ. Some folks want the glory before they learn the ground. I just read my story and every tick up, every pull back down. Detached from the outcome, focus on the setup. Like planting rows and trusting rain will come. Patience pays more than entries, like waiting on a harvest you can't rush. The chart is neutral, the trader must be too. Master yourself, then master the NQ.
Tomorrow, guys, we'll be here at open right here live in the tack room. Heck yeah, Miguel, let's go. Good solid day. I mean, we needed that after the last couple days. So.
Alarm bell rings, screens light up. Green
Guarantee it's going to go to 300 now after that, right? We had a little wick up right there to the 350s reject. We're breaking this 344 area.
averages cross a lane.
Oh, I'm not getting in. I'm not doing any more, guys. I promise this time.
Crowd, ATR saying it's running wild now. I'm riding this chart like a back road line. Fibonacci on the dash as I watch that climb. Bollinger Bands like barbed wire tie. Volatility dancing and in the neon night. RSI says run too far. Momentum oscillators humming like a truck in a yard. Pivot points marked like fence post signs. Trend line holding as a ticker flies.
340 bounce. They ate it. Melted it right down at that 345.
Be hitting like a hometown parade. VWAP sitting like a center stripe. Price comes back and it feels just right. Trend reversals whispering maybe. Inversion in my gut say easy. I ain't chasing every flash and flame. Just another small win in a big long riding this chart like a back road line. Fibonacci on the dash as I watch that climb. Bollinger Bands like barbed wire tie. Volatility dancing in the neon night.
All right, let's break it out of here, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning right here live in the tack room. I'll be on here probably, hopefully, at least 5-10 minutes before open. Maybe sooner than that if I can. Thanks for everybody being here. Thanks, H-Town, Pam, Miguel, Guitar Guy, all y'all guys. Thanks for all the help. Thanks for all the conversation in the chat. Your book map is amazing. Just remember, people, no matter what we go through, no matter where we go, or no matter what we go through, God's with us the whole time. Okay, good. The 400s just dropped off. I kind of assumed as soon as they hit that 344, but I'm still not taking it out of my mind though. Yeah, anytime, Pam. Thanks for being here for it. So for sure, just remember, guys. I mean, what if we woke up tomorrow and we only had what we thanked God for today, right? I tell you that all the time, but truly, what if that's all we had? What would you have? All right, guys. We'll see y'all in the morning, bright and early. Remember, the Trading Cowboy loves you. There's nothing you can do about it. Stay safe. Hug your loved ones. Giddy up.
When the market gets wild, only one man rides it, the Trading Cowboy.
Boots on the floor, screen lights glow. Chart like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the Trading Cowboy, stocks are my thing, and Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, a rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long it to the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw. I'm the Trading Cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin.
When the market gets wild, only one